Fanuero, fanu, naona wayamba kukula ntima. Fanuero, fanu, naona wayamba kukula ntima. Ndikagula gali moto, ufuna ukwere nawo. Ndikapata njinga, ufuna uchove nawo. Ndikapeza hachie, ufuna uchade nawo. Hapo ndapeza mkwasi, taona wayamba kuchuluka nseru. Fanuero, fanu, taona wayamba kukula ntima. Fanuero, fanu, taona wayamba kukula ntima.
Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. Well, I'm just interested in what you're doing here. Is it a poem or is it maybe a song?
It's a poem, but I'm busy.
Yeah, you can see that, but sometimes you can spare your business with something else. When you're busy, even some guys can come and interact. Is it okay?
I'm busy.
Yeah, I see you're busy, and yeah, I was busy as well. So is it okay for me to have maybe some time with you? Yeah, I'm interested with what you're doing there.
Okay.
It's okay?
Yeah. Tell me what you want to know.
Well, firstly, I'm Stanford, and you are?
Panecia.
Oh, Panecia.
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 Yes.
Panecia who?
Phiri.
Panecia Phiri. You're an artist, that's obvious.
Yes, I am.
Ah, okay. Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to yet another edition of In the Art, right here on ATV. I always tell you this is the most artistic program you ever find wherever you go in the country. Well, right now I'm with Panecia Phiri. She is an artist. She's so much into poetry. Of course, she's talented in the art industry. She tells more as well, but now I just want to have a chat, 2 or 3 words with her, and then we see what the program is going to be like. So just stay there because we have more in this program.
Fanuero, fanu, naona wayamba kukula ntima. Fanuero, fanu.
Welcome back. Like I said, we're in the arts program right here on ATV, and I'm with Panecia Phiri. Panecia, well, tell us more about the art of poetry. I know you're a poet. Of course, you're an artist. Before that, maybe. What else do you do apart from poetry?
I do a lot of things. Some things I just haven't started doing them, but I sing. I act. I have acted in a couple of. I'm actually in a series right now that airs on Times TV. It's called Spouses and Workmates. I am a presenter. I am on a show on Mubawa TV. What else do I do? I have a single that just came out. I'm going to be in the studio next year, I think, early next year. What else? I design. Yeah, pretty much just that.
In short, you're an actress, you're a poet, you're a musician as well, and of course you're a designer. Wow. When did you realize you're an artist?
When I was, I think when I was 4 years old. My grandfather is George Phiri, to those who know him. So he used to have a studio inside the house.
Oh.
So whenever he would be recording and stuff, I would be there, watch people. My mom and dad used to sing together. So yeah, she had a single like in the old days. So whenever they would be in the studio, I'd just be there, cry, listen to what they're saying. I actually have a story of my mom that she told me that when I was a young girl, when I was a baby, I used to sing myself a lullaby to sleep.
All right.
Nobody ever had problems with me sleeping because I would just start singing and I would just...
Your own lullaby?
Yes, when I was a baby.
Okay.
So I think it's something that I have grown around, that has actually been around me for a long time, and I have grown with it. So I can say that, well, I was born here. I don't have, except when it comes to poetry, I started poetry last year. Yes, it was last year, the time that I started poetry, when our sessions at Kwaharaba started.
Yeah.
So that's the time that I started poetry. And yeah, the acting, I think, when I was 5, that's when I started acting.
Okay, let's start with we'll talk about the arts in you, but let's start with the poetry part.
Okay.
How can somebody, okay, let me say, who is a poet? Firstly, I should say, who is a poet?
A poet is the person who is very connected with words. Like, they're not scared of expressing how they feel or what scares them or what makes them happy. They are in contact with their emotions a lot. You know, there are people who run away from their emotions, and some pretend they can't cry, some pretend they can't sing, but a poet will express how they feel in every way that they can. I can say that a poet is actually a person who is in contact with their emotions a lot.
Okay. You're so much into the emotions of people. So it's not different from even music, even acting as well. Okay. So maybe for somebody to be a good poet, there are poets and there are good poets. What's the secret? Maybe if there's a secret or something.
Is there a secret? It's the expression of what you're saying. It's okay. How you line up your words. Say, if you want to know a good poet, you have to stop and listen to what they're saying. If you want to know a good singer, you need to stop and listen to what they're saying. Remove the beat from a song, then you will know how good a person is. So, I think for people who actually are into art, into art a lot, when they see a painting, or when they hear a song, or when they listen to a poem, it's usually them just connecting with the words a lot. A person can write a piece, but if they don't express what they were feeling at that particular time, I don't think it will make much effect on people.
Let's talk about your poems now. How many do you have so far? Or you can't even
I don't know. That's the thing. Okay, the thing with me is when I'm reciting, I don't write my pieces down. I will. Okay, this is my little book.
I saw you writing something.
Yes, I call it my magic book. I only write ideas of a poem. I don't write the entire words down. If I write the entire words down, it means it is a piece that I really want to remember one day, or just keep it as a history of I wrote this piece some other time. But when it comes to my performance on stage, I don't write stuff down. I just freestyle them.
You just freestyle them? That's very interesting. Anyway, by the way, your poems are recorded or you just perform?
I'm just a performer.
You're just a performer?
Yes.
You've never recorded any poem? Why?
I can't say the time, because that will mean that I don't pay much attention to my art, but I just don't feel like recording right now. I don't feel like I'm in not in a good space, but I don't feel like I'm ready to have pieces that will go out there. I just want to enjoy it with the audience, because I have performed a lot of shows. I love the grand feel I get from the audience live. So I think when it's time for me to spread the art, I am going to start, recording stuff. But for now, I don't feel it.
Okay, so where have you performed so far in Malawi?
I've performed at Bar Festival. I have performed at Kwaharaba. I am mostly at Kwaharaba,
Okay. Yeah, on Wednesdays.
Yeah,
I
every
understand.
Wednesdays. Yeah, in every show that we have, we're always having it at Kwaharaba because it's a very nice place. And then, yeah, it's that. I have performed at Bar. Where else? See, that's the thing. I don't even remember.
You can't even remember.
Yeah, but it's been to a lot of shows that we've had, like from last year. Yeah.
There was one artist once told me that one great artist once told me that you can't be an artist unless you are creative. How does creativity really connect? How is it really connected to arts?
Oh, creativity comes from inspiration. When you're inspired by something, you become creative. Like right now, I can be inspired by, say, a bird that flies and then it falls. You know, that has just motivated me to like write something. That's where the creativity comes from. So you have to be creative, yes, but you have to be motivated. But you have to be vulnerable to motivation. The simplest things should motivate you to write something down or to create something out of it. So again, I think an artist should have an eye for these things, that you should know exactly what you want to do and how you're going to do it and where you're going to get the inspiration from, because that builds up a really good artist.
Okay. Panecia. Sorry.
Yes.
It's easy to find yourself counting. More of what keeps us broken. A path in life that keeps forming, promises that kept you haunted. Can you tell us more about this poem?
Oh my God. It's called The Lost Son. This piece. You won't understand what's going on unless you're broken, unless you're sad. My pieces are connected to my emotions. I will feel sad and I'll write something down. I'll feel happy and I'll write something down. So
If you're angry,
if I'm angry, I'll write something down. Exactly. Like
if you feel loved, you can
that's
write
how
something.
my pieces go. The same way, if you were to put a gospel music in a club, not everybody else is going to dance to it. You know, they have like different types of gospel music. So it depends with the way you're feeling at a particular time. And
Maybe the environment.
yeah, with the environment where you are and how you are that day. And yeah, I think that's what makes my pieces unique in a way.
So that's the magic book.
Yes, I call it the magic book.
Let's see some magic from there. Ladies and
Alright.
gentlemen, we have to, she has to recite. We can't talk about an artist without seeing her works. Then we have to see what Panecia is going to do at this point in time. What's the title of that one? This one.
I haven't found a title for it yet, but
Okay.
yeah,
When did you write that one?
just now.
Just now.
Yeah.
So I interrupted you writing
I
something
was
nice.
writing this, yes.
Ah, okay. Anyway, so
Okay. Who are you to think you're perfect or worth it? Too much time, yet nothing to show for it. Too much hate, yet war comes out of it. You're down for this. Incomplete, yet you run from it. You seek life, yet you wouldn't die for it. You killer, you murderer, you heartbreaker. Lifeless counselor, bloodsucker, human eater. Don't come home. Lest my kids don't sleep. Lest my nation screams. Lest I run away. Lest your words hurt us. Your actions kill us. The people, your people, they will hang us. Your generation will finish us. Your words will hurt us. Don't come home.
who are you talking to?
I was talking to a person of power.
So up to the point of calling that person a bloodsucker.
Yeah. That's the thing. I'm not scared to express how I feel.
Yeah. Okay,
It
so
doesn't matter who I'm talking to, just as long as I'm letting it all out.
wow. So that's the angry part.
That's the angry part.
You have anything about maybe the
Love?
happy- Yeah?
No.
Oh, you knew what I was going to
Yes.
say.
Yes.
So you can even read the mind, is it?
No, I'm
Maybe
not
a
a mind
mind
reader.
reader
I
as
just
well.
knew you were going to ask me that.
Ah, okay. You
I
have,
don't have one piece in here with love. It's-
yeah.
Nah, no.
But any
Okay.
other from there as well. You know, sometimes
Okay.
it's becoming so.
Okay.
When it's becoming so interesting, you know, the people
You-
keep on requesting.
Okay, I'm
Yeah,
just
that's
gonna
fine.
read you like 2 paragraphs, yeah?
Oh yeah.
It's not love, but then it's you know, just making someone feel good.
Yeah.
You're so beautiful, more than you'd ever know. And I know you're scared, but you can always come home. But you can hold me. You can hold me close. Hold me close or hold me closer. Hold me and don't you ever let me go. Call me your angel. Call me your own.
You know, that's the beauty of art. It can get you into the mood. Sometimes you can feel like she's talking to you, but she's just reciting. Sometimes you can feel like she's angry with you, but she's just reciting. But it's all about the way you feel. If you're feeling angry, like the one she just recited, if you're feeling angry, you can feel like she's talking to you or she's talking about you. So that's how it is. Just be there because we have more in this program. We're back soon.
Tangona kufanana siku wakulu ndine, tangona kulingana saizi na mandwa ndine, katobwa kama mawa ukufuna umwe nao, gaiwa wa masana.
Okay, Panecia, let's go deep into poetry now. How do you see Malawian poetry, if I may ask?
Well, a lot of people are actually into Chichewa poems because English poets haven't been around for that long. You know, there are a few of them who are famous for it, but you know, like it comes and it goes, because people are just showing interest in a particular area. So when it comes to Malawi and English poetry, I think, okay, we thank God because at Kwaharaba these days people actually they respond to the Wednesday shows that we have. So it shows that, you know, people actually love the idea. And I believe with time, or maybe this coming year, we're actually going to have, you know, like a really good audience. Like, yeah, people will come and will open up to the idea more. So yeah, I'm sure by then it'll be good.
Ah, great. So that's about poetry, just about poetry, but art itself. How do you see Malawian art?
It's not going anywhere much because, okay, there are artists who are making it big. Like I give credit to Ashina Sonye and the Tays and the Hazel Max and everyone else who are actually pushing the music that far. But when it comes to poetry, when it comes to, I know that Q Malawi has been outside the country for a couple of times to just go and perform, but then it's just not right to have less artists outside there, because when you look at Nigeria, when you look at Ghana, when you look at, you know, like South Africa, you see that it's not just one artist who people know. Like they actually compare. Like, you know, today I feel like listening to some African music, I'm gonna listen to Mutwakuti. But then when it comes to Malawi, it's not everyone else. It's okay, it's less people who are pushing it that far. So I think Maya Gunogo would just think that art is just, you know, the jazz, people, when you think art, you think clubbing, you think drunkards, you think, you know, like scandalous people who don't have anything to do with their lives. But in our fellow, like other countries, like in other countries, you actually find that art is what pushes the tourism levels higher than the hotels they have.
Hollywood,
yeah, exactly. Like, that's like the perfect example. So in Malawi, I wish we had people who believed in the talent that we have, like say big people from upstairs, like people who have money. I wish they would come out and say, you know what, we can tolerate, okay, like we can sponsor music, we can sponsor movies, we can sponsor poetry, we can sponsor art, and you never really know what would happen. Malawi is actually a talented country. Like, we have people who are really good at what they do, but it's because they're not believed in, so they just sit with their talents at home. It's not just every day with music. Art can actually be someone else's job, but we need people who actually help us to get there. So yeah.
Okay, now you being a female artist, how do you look at that? You know, we are used to the mentality that Malawian as artists, I mean poets, most poets are male. So how do you look at it?
I'll look at art in general because I don't just do poetry, like I said. I said that I had a single that I sent to a couple of radio stations. I'm not going to mention names, but most radio stations claim that they want to promote Malawian music.
Yeah.
But when you give some DJs your song, they become pretty much biased. I'm not good. I don't care how they're going to feel about it, but I'm just going to say it out loud because, like I said, you can't have the whole world knowing about one artist if you just don't do anything about it, you know? Don't claim that Malawi doesn't have talent when you don't want to help it out. So as a female, I actually go through a lot of challenges where you have a DJ who wants to play us, like who actually likes your song, but they will not do it because they want you to go to bed with them.
Oh.
It has happened to you before.
That happens.
It happens to me. So that's why I'm like, I'm a bit skeptical when it comes to my music. Because I'm like, should I really do it? Like, I don't want to delay. I just don't want to sell my honor for anything. So I have talent, yes, but I'm not going to let anyone like take advantage of that, you know? So most artists, most DJs and most producers, they do take advantage of you. And it's sad because it's not everyone else who does that.
Yeah.
You are actually making other people look bad.
Look bad as well.
So, yeah, I think when it comes to a female artist to break out there, it's actually a risk that you have to take. It's not everyone else is going to take that risk, but I don't know, I'm going to push it out. We'll see how far this goes. I actually can't wait to be one of those artists that you will still play my song whether you like it or not. And I'm going to get there, like, without anyone else, bringing me down or whatever, man. I'm planning on it.
Okay, for somebody to be an artist, or rather maybe a poet, I'm so much focused on poetry today. Yeah, for somebody to be a poet, what should they do?
Don't be scared to express your feelings. That's just the first thing that you need to know. I think if people were to write poems or write something, it's just a matter of taking a pen and a paper and writing down how you feel. I think it's the easiest way for you to handle your emotions, Yeah, it doesn't matter if it's broken English.
Yeah.
It's the best way to like express yourself and how you feel. Yeah, so
Not even if it's broken Chicheo.
it doesn't matter, man. It doesn't matter how you feel. It doesn't matter how you just calm down, write something down, and
You're a musician as well, and you're an artist. I want you to show that you are really an artist. I'll give you an assignment, a simple one.
oh my god.
Yeah, it'll be a
Okay.
tough one, not a simple one.
Oh,
I want you to fuse poetry with music. You're going to recite a poem, and it has to be music in it. Is it possible? Can you do that?
it is.
She's
It
going
is
to
possible.
recite a poem, and then she's going to mix it with music. She's going to do it today. Well, that's all we had in this week's program of In the Art. In the Art was specially designed to promote art in the country, Malawi. Otherwise, from me, Stanford Pangani. Thank you very much for being there. Stay artistic.
We go?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright. If I win this bet now,
This one.
if I win this bet,
What's up?
Fanuero.
Yeah. Now, I think you proceed.
okay. Thank you so much. Come home. Come home to me. Come home, come home, come home to me. She is beautiful, more than you could ever imagine. Her beauty is clean, pure. She's beautiful. Her curves embrace the dance. Her boobs, they shake and make men tremble to her feet. And yet she's caged. Caged in pain, caged in sorrow. They take their chairs and sit in front and watch her dance. And every time I hear her scream, what will you do? What can you say? Take my pain, just take me away. How far and how long will you hurt me? What will you say that might break me? Would you like me to dance? And she dances. They clap, her face bleeding, her skin peeling, her hands shaking. She entertains them and they still love it. Day and night she prays for her children who are crying and broken, the villages that are burning, the grounds that are shaking, the mountains that are trembling. Her life is running out. And she is broken. Oh, you men of sorrow. I hear her screaming in her face. She smiles in her pain. And yet she still says, I am beautiful. I am beyond great. I am life. I am a woman. They love to hurt her. They love to torture her. They love to burn her. They love to use her. And she smiles in her pain. I would tell you her name, but her beauty says it all. Her Africanness is all that you know. She is Africa. And everything else that has hurt her, they are the men who watch her. Everything else that has broken her, the same men who clap for her. And I hear her say, come home, my children, come home. Come save me from this dormant, this tormented walls. Oh, Mom. I wish there was a way I could save her. Africa chained in her beauty, yet she is just there. Can you feel her? Can you feel her scared? Can you feel her smiling fakely in pain? Pray for Africa. Pray for Mama. The cage that she is in might just hurt her. These men have no intentions of saving her. Pray for Mama. Bring her home. Bring Mama home. Save her. Oh, come home. Come home. Come home to me. Come home. Come home. Come home to me. Come home.
Taona wayamba kuchuluka nseru Fanuelo.
Yeah. You liked it? It wasn't as deep as the first one, man.
Fanuelo. Taona wayamba